Probably the ugliest game of the week. No, for sure, not probably. It is. Um, Come and Get It versus Moneygang. But in this point in the season, and at any point really, it doesn't matter, bro. As long as you rack up that W. So Come and Get It, Moneygang. This is gonna be a tough one. There's not gonna be really a lot to talk about here in regards to like guys meeting the benchmark that we set. 16 points for Justin Herbert in the quarterback battle. You know, kind of a slow game for Herbie. Kind of was able to do a few things here and there. Maybe should have had another touchdown from Ladd. Ladd got picked up by Jalen Ramsey there at the end. Kind of took his ankles and stuff like that. Jalen Hurts, 13 points. Probably one of the ugliest games ever. Thank goodness I didn't watch anything of that game, really. 13 points for Jalen Hurts. Touchdown to Devonta. You know, whatever, they won. That's all that matters too. Pretty much even on the running backs, which is probably not what you thought going into the battle, right? You had Kamara with the 13 points there against Carolina, a matchup you weren't really scared of. Derrick Henry and Judkins both with 9 points, and then Rico Dowdle 13 points. You know what I'm saying? So like basically tick for tack everywhere there, which probably coming into this one, Come and Get It was probably like, yo, let me just get semi close to his running backs, and I'll kind of live with that. Wide receivers here, 2 guys popped off, one for each manager, and that is JSN. Continues to do his thing. They kind of destroyed them. 2 defensive touchdowns. Against the Cardinals, so not really much to do with the air attack, but 17 points anyways for JSN. And then Chris Olave had himself a nice day with the 23.9. He had that touchdown, and then they got the upset over the Panthers. Nothing to mention in the tight ends other than it looks like Gadsden hurt his knee. Apparently it's not anything serious, but something to monitor moving forward. Nothing to know here in the flexes other than like Romeo Dobbs leaving the game hurt, so something for Rudy to look at. And then that's it, bro. There's no one else to know. So grand totals. Josh sweated it out because it came down to Jalen Hurts Monday Night Football. And that's it, bro. That's all even though it came down to Monday Night Football, 86-80 in a slugfest here. So normally we say if you don't get to 100, you can't win, but sometimes things work out in your way. So Josh, 500. Look at that. And Moneygang 6-4. That's another very good tiebreaker to have.